Okay, so another video for this week. It's probably the last one for this week. But basically, I've been working on the door. This is part one of the video, which I'm going to do for the door, and the rest of it is going to be on part two. Some quite interesting stuff going on there currently, so I'll keep an eye out for that. So yeah, basically what I've been doing is obviously the trim for the tablets, which is pretty much there now. Just needs a little bit of flattening in various bits and bob areas. It's pretty square though, not far off. There's a few little areas, as I say, there's a corner there, it needs a slight tidy up, but that's actually too far, it's too high anyway, it needs to sort of be taken down a little tiny bit, so it's actually the other way. Same on this one, but I've got to obviously get them the same. I've done the curve for this section here as well. Again, that just needs curving down a bit more. You see how it's not quite over the button quite properly there, so it needs to be basically a perfect curve along there, which is quite straightforward, and then that'll be matched with this, which is basically going to be exactly the same as that. It's a bit difficult to see at the minute because it's not primed or anything, so it's not as straightforward to see as you would normally be. Yeah, all the lines and things are looking quite good. There's a slight bit of filler required along here, as you can see. There you go. So the line is very slightly off, but it fits quite nicely for the majority of it. Obviously this is going to be sticker bombed anyway, so we won't notice any little small abnormalities, so to speak, but I've obviously got to get it pretty much spot on as much as I can. But yeah, there you go. So I've been doing a bit of filler work around the door as well, tidying up some bits and bobs like this corner. In here is just being done at the moment, and then obviously various filler bits around here. Obviously looks a bit of a state at the moment because there's no primer on it, as I say, but you get the general idea. And then I'll be working on this side here, which I'll sort of slightly started on, but not fully at all. But this door will be finished in the next couple of weeks, I would hope, all being well. And then I'll just need to do the bottom section under there. I can't see really, but there's a bottom section under there got to go on, ready for mounting up to the car, but that'll be a little while yet. So yeah, there you go, that's part one. Let me know what you think on that, but I'll do part two in a minute, and let me show you what I've been up to on the rest of the bits and bobs. Okay, it's part two. Been pretty busy. I've done a few bits and bobs around the front end. I'll show you those in a second. What I basically started with was I've done a lot of filler work around this sort of sill area around here. I've also made, like I said I was going to do on the last video, the rings. This has all been fiberglassed in. There was one ring done before here, same as the other side, obviously through there for the speakers and stuff. Over there, if you haven't seen it before. There's going to be 4 8-inch speakers in there, obviously for this side as well. So I've made the rings, so this one was already in. I've done another 1, 2, 3. It's all been fiberglassed in. And then obviously the first layer of filler over here, basically just ready for sanding next week, basically. So this is all going to be nicely curved over the edge, same as the other side. I've managed to do this section, so this has all been fiberglassed. I'm running the line, like I said in the last video, sort of along here. And along there basically, so you can still get to the subs and bolt them in and everything else. So this is going to be well, it's already been filled, so this is technically second layer of filler now, I think it is. Yeah, second layer. So this is now, it's been fiberglassed in that corner around there, fiberglassed all along here covering these cables, and then basically been filled across. It goes up slightly in the middle, doesn't matter too much to be fair. In some ways it might help. Bit of a bonus that actually. So yeah, that's all going to look nice and tidy. I'll show you the other side in a minute because I've done a bit more work on the other side. Not a lot, just a little bit. But also, oops, trying to fall over the fiberglass tin. Also, I've done some work on this. So this is the port. This is the back side of the port inside the box. Basically, to give you, not the port, so the flare on the port, basically. That's the idea. So this is going to be the flare, so this is going to go the other way around and inside the box, and then obviously this has all been, I think it's a second, I think maybe third layer of fiberglass now underneath there, which is basically the final one, and it's also got the first layer of filler over the top ready for sanding, which won't take too long, so I'll do some more of that this week, but I won't bother with the video. I'll just put it onto next week's, I think probably the best plan. We have this side, basically the same as before. The filler obviously on there from the other side, same bit. This has been sanded once and it's now had filler on there, and it's got a bit more filler work on here, just to try and bring it up a bit to the right shape and everything else. But majority of that's basically the same as the last video. Nothing's really changed on that side. But yeah, there we are. So that's basically it for the for this week. I'll do another video next week and see how much we can get done. I'm trying to get this sorted out ASAP now. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you think, and leave comments, subscribe if you can.